Hey guys, what is up? I'm back. It's summertime. Can you believe it? It is so awesome. School's out for most of us. You poor college students, you'll get like a shorter summer. Anyways, a lot of you have a goal from New Year's to lose weight, gain muscle, look super sexy, and get a girlfriend for once in your life. And I'm sorry, I'm just itching my gigantic thighs. Calves. I'm gonna teach you how. I'm going to teach you how. I'm going to give you a simple plan and a simple guide on how to treat yourself and how to work out with good form, what muscle groups to work out, and what works out what, and a small program to assist you in your fitness journey, and a couple other recommendations. So, let's get started. Alright, so let's get to the most important part. Nutrition. Nutrition is really, really important in fitness. It is the hardest thing in fitness, and it is the thing that will affect your progress the most, besides, you working out. You need a lot of protein to build muscle, of course, right? But what's going to stop you from building muscle? What will prevent you from looking good, and what will make you look even better? Well, what supplements should you take? What supplements should you avoid? I'm gonna tell you all of that in this video. So I'm gonna get my jacket on because I can't be wearing this around my family because they're weird. Let's go. All right, guys. Here we are in the kitchen. We're here to talk about the macronutrients and nutrition you'll need to build adequate muscle. To build muscle, you need rest, protein, water, and fat. There's just a little bit of fat. Actually, I don't even think you need fat. Alright, scratch the fat, whatever. Even though fat is put out to be a bad thing, it is not. Fat is not a bad thing. Some may consider it empty calories because it is the highest caloried macro out there, and it will put your calorie count way high if you eat a lot of it, and in some ways it can be a kind of pointless thing to have if you have too much, which is why you should still have fat, but you should just have the right amount. Healthy fats are stuff like peanut butter and almond butter, which I do not have. Another healthy fat is kind of milk. I think milk is 8 grams of fat. That's like 53 calories worth of fat in 1 cup of this. That's like more than a third. That's like more than a third of a serving. That's stupid. Okay. Yeah. Fat is not bad for you. Fat will not make you fat. Okay? Sugar will not make you fat. No macro will make you fat. The only thing that will make you fat is going above your maintenance calories. And your maintenance calories is how many, the average amount of calories that you burn in a day, or just how many calories you burn. If you burn 2,500 calories, that is your maintenance calories. Now, when it comes to nutrients in building muscle, people usually go one of 3 ways. Most people will bulk when they start fitness, or if they're fat, they'll do cutting. My recommendation, along with Greg Doucette's, you know, that super jacked professional bodybuilder who's been building on his body for like 30 years, who definitely 100% knows what he's talking about. No sarcasm at all, like legit, I'm not kidding. He is like really smart. You should main gain. Main gain is the third choice. You should eat your maintenance calories and build muscle from there. You will have the same amount of progress, if not just a little bit less, or maybe even more than bulking and cutting, because bulking and then cutting and then bulking and cutting is not really healthy. It'll mess up your metabolism and stuff. So, fats, peanut butter, and stuff like that. Unhealthy fats you should avoid is highly processed foods. Not because they'll make you fat, no. Because they'll make you feel like crap. Do you have a good time in the bathroom after eating a pound of pasta? No. I don't know what it is, but it's probably diarrhea. So, highly processed fats are crappy for you. Don't eat them, okay? Or at least try to. That is part of the eating clean thing that I'm gonna propose to you. Fats is. I can't feel that now. Okay, now protein. Protein is probably the most important macronutrient in fitness. You need a lot of it. To build adequate muscle, really good muscle, you should have 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein to body weight. That is a ratio. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should have 150 grams of protein a day. Personally, I don't do that. I'm an idiot. I have never done that, and I have still built muscle. This is only an option. You should do it, but you don't have to. I have seen amazing results from not doing it. I usually eat around 60 to 80 grams of protein a day, and I weigh like 160 or so, or 154, whatever, between that or so. I can't build that, so that is protein. Another high protein item, along with protein powder, which you just saw me throw on the ground, is stuff like cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, milk, and peanut butter, and a lot of natural occurring stuff out there has decent amount of protein, like milk and peanuts. I'm pretty sure they grow peanuts. Yeah. Protein, it's very important. You will not build muscle without it. It is probably one of the most important macronutrients besides fat. And carbs. Now getting to carbs. Sugar and carbs are basically the same thing. What that means is not that a carb is a sugar, but a sugar is a carb. They both go in the same category. Sugar will not make you fat. Having too much sugar will make you fat. What I mean by that is having so much sugar that you eat above your maintenance calories. Then you will gain weight. Yeah, if you're bulking, it can be put towards building muscle, but not as well as a surplus of protein or maybe even fat. I think it's fat too, also. So sugar and carbs are in the same category, but they're not completely alike. See, sugar is put out to be very bad for you, and carbs is put out to be a little less bad for you. Carbs are not the enemy at all. Carbs are necessary for building muscle, okay? Like, you need carbs. There are a whole bunch of fad diets that tell you to stay away from carbs. And yeah, they work most of the time, sometimes, maybe a little bit. They work sometimes. I lost a lot of weight on keto, but the only reason I lost any weight at all was because when I was on keto, I was on a calorie deficit unknowingly. I didn't track my calories, just ate as much as I want. And by coincidence, I was on a calorie deficit because I wasn't eating any carbs or sugars. I was just eating protein and fat and a lot of water. So that was dumb of me. And fad diets are also kind of dumb because it is possible to not meet your micronutrients. Micronutrients are vitamins and stuff. If you're eating no carbs, you're most definitely missing out on some very important vitamins. Like this apple has some vitamins in it. I don't know what it is, but if I was on keto, I wouldn't eat this apple. I'd be like, stay away from the apple, man. I wouldn't eat this, so I lose out on vitamins. Now, yeah, you can take vitamin supplements, but if you're just starting out in fitness, you probably don't know a whole lot about what is in this and what to really do with vitamins. That's about it. There's carbon, sugar, another orange. And another necessity for building muscle is definitely water. Water is not a macronutrient. It might be a micronutrient. I don't know. Maybe. You need a lot of water. You don't need like a gallon a day. A gallon a day is what a lot of people do. It's smart, but you'll like be peeing your pants a whole lot. I did it one time, and I was like getting up like 4 times a night to like go pee. That really pissed me off. I couldn't freaking sleep because I was drinking so much freaking water. But yeah, you need a ton of water. Your body is 70% water. That means your muscle is around 70% water. So if you're gonna look good and actually build muscle, you definitely need water. Now, all those macronutrients aside, don't do a fad diet. Okay? Don't do a fad diet. Don't do any diet that tells you to avoid certain micro or macronutrients. Those are stupid. You'll hurt yourself, possibly, probably. You can mess up your body. It's bad for you. It's really bad for you. You should do main gain. Main gain is the best and healthiest way to build muscle. I know I'm a hypocrite. I did a little bit of bulking and now I'm cutting. But you know, I was like you one time. Stupid. Not really stupid, just misinformation. Or not any information at all. That's pretty much it for macronutrients. Now, I'm gonna go back on what I just said and tell you what to avoid. Now, sugar is something you should avoid. Now, I'm not holding this apple because you should avoid it. I'm holding this apple because you should not avoid it. Fruits and vegetables are very important in fitness, okay? They're a huge part of fitness. You need to eat them. This, I would not count this as a sugar. I would count this as a calorie. I would not degrade myself because I ate an apple with some sugar in it. Okay? Just track the calorie and eat the freaking apple. Okay? Okay? Now I'm not saying go eat like 100 apples. That's like around 9,000 calories of apples. That'd be so crazy. You'd be like, apples have cyanide, or the seeds have like a weird chemical thing that they used to kill people back then. You'd probably die. You'd probably die from eating that much apples because you have so much seed crap in you. Unless you take the seeds out, which is a waste of time because there's nobody going to eat 9,000 apples or 100 apples. Now, the sugars that you should avoid is sugars like candy or cake or pie, because those are highly processed sugars and it's a lot of sugar, okay? High amounts of sugar is bad for you. Like, really bad for you. Like, it gets you fat if you eat too much of it, you know, above your maintenance calories of sugar. So, eat fruits and vegetables as your sugar, but also don't be scared to enjoy a cookie or a piece of cake or a donut every once in a while. Because fitness isn't always 100% about your body. It's also about your mind, about being happy, and about, actually wanting to be fit and have fitness. Personally, I find joy in eating 100% healthy most of the time. A lot of times, I will occasionally have a cheat day or a cheat meal and eat sugar, eat whatever I want. And cheat days are very healthy. They will make your goal seem more attainable and more realistic. And it is true. Your goal will be more realistic and attainable if you have cheat days. If you go off your diet every once in a while and, make yourself happy, okay? You gotta keep your mind healthy. You gotta keep your mind healthy along with your body. That they work together, okay? If they don't work together, you become anorexic or orthorexic or really fat. Either one of those. It sucks. I've been fat before. That also sucks. So, yeah. Now, fat. Fat is, again, not something you should 100% avoid. High amounts of fat is probably a dumb idea unless you are bulking. If you are bulking, you need those extra calories. Fat, any extra calorie will help you build muscle. You should only have high amounts of fat if you're bulking. If you're cutting, you should look for foods that have lower amounts of fat. Like, I don't know, almond milk, not skim milk, because skim milk is just gross and it's like bad for your skin and stuff. And almond milk is lower calorie anyways. And almond milk tastes better. It's more appetizing. It looks better. So only eat high amounts of fat if you are bulking. How much fat should you have? Well, not a lot. I'm going to talk more about that in a later video. But fat is not something you should avoid. A lot of items that are in high fats that are not processed and full of crap are also have protein in them, like milk and peanut butter and nuts and peanuts and almonds and all the nuts. Every single nut in the world probably has protein. Yes, even that nut. I know what you're thinking. That nut has protein in it too. It has like 0.035 milligrams. I'm so sorry, kids, if you're watching this. Anyways, I gotta go with the teenage humor, whatever. Guys, that is it for this video. In simplification, avoid high amounts of sugar and avoid high amounts of fat, but eat a lot of protein and eat your maintenance calories. Then you will build adequate muscle, you'll look good, and yeah, but if you're fat, you should go on a bulk. Well, no, if you're fat, you should go on a cut, not a bulk. That'll make you even fatter if you are a bulk. And if you're like really, really skinny, like scary skinny, maybe you should go on a bulk. Maybe, probably. Me, I should have just main gained. And then maybe done a little bit of cut. And then I would have been like really, really good looking. So, yeah, keep your mind healthy. Your body love you. Your body healthy. I love you all. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Remind yourself, you're the sexiest being on the earth. Probably. I'm cutting right now, that's why I look a little fat. Wait, no, I look a little less fat. Let's go, baby. I know what other pose to do.